Okay, so number one, got new floors so I can play with micros a bit more. Number two, I made an old video about my high performance RC collection that has changed now. I have 3 more, I think. One of them's a micro, Stampede, and a Telluride. If you're wondering how I got the Telluride, it was in the family, so naturally I got it. Alright, I'm not a single child, but just my brother had it, so he's like, here you go. I'll trade you for, I forget, but something. Anyway, I sold one, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is basically a revisited number one. I don't know if you guys remember, but on that video, I said that my electric Rustler, it was being put back together because I may have broke the transmission a little bit, but don't worry, it's fine now. Just had to clean it out and everything. It's great now. It's fixed. We need an ESC for it. I would have an extra ESC, but I don't. I would have it. I'll get to that in a minute. But customized body. It's an old body. It's a very old body. It's from original Rustler. Don't worry, I don't use this body to bash with it. I use a different body, a destroyed body, because I bought this thing used. Plastic dipped the tires since then. They look a lot better in my opinion. I put ball bearings in. Got some. Still got those RPM caster blocks. We got a Traxxas. Yeah, I'm not lying. I have a Traxxas. Alright, I can't speak. I'm so sorry. It's funny. I have a Traxxas receiver in this thing, not a Traxxas. Can you believe that? That's the only thing I had lying around. I didn't want to spend like $100 on eBay, basically. So yeah, that's enough for this one. Then, sorry, this one's a bit crunchy, but it's fine. This is the Traxxas Telluride. I had this thing in my family for a while. We got Proline Badlands on it, I believe. This thing has been heavily upgraded. Got a little Slash tire in the back, because if you didn't know, that's what Tellurides originally came with. They discontinued these, so if you want to go get one, see if you can find one on Craigslist, eBay, whatever. Anyway, the pretty much only upgrade it has is this, and then we have some, I forget what you call those, camber links. There it is. We got the orange one. This thing has been everywhere. It's been to Blue Springs, mountains, the waterfall. It's been through a lake multiple times. It's been at the beach, just everywhere. This thing's been everywhere. If you don't know what Blue Springs is, it's a place and you can go camping there, and I took it there recently. That's why I wasn't uploading for like 4 days, because we were camping there. The AC broke down in our little RV, so oh, I can't roll this thing out because this thing has a pretty good skid brake. These are all my 10 scales. I'll get to my 18 scales and 24 scales later. This, I don't know if you remember this, but I made a pretty popular video about the Red Cat Racing Everest 10. I still have it. I love this thing. Little banana connector, Red Cat connector, whatever you want to call it. It still works and works great. I've taken it mudding, which was really fun. Of course, I WD-40'd it and everything, put it back together. Really good suspension. I did have to adjust the suspension once because one side was leaning a bit to the side, and I was like, ah. So yeah, I did that. That's pretty much it to this thing. It's really, really flexible. Look at that. Look at that. That thing is almost, like, holy crap. That's bigger than my hand. Good lord. Yeah, so this thing has been pretty good to me. Not that it ever was bad to me, that is. So, yeah. Let's get into our next RC car. This one I'm super excited about, and I got a couple days ago. The Traxxas Stampede 2-wheel drive. I added ball bearings in this one, and I added a bigger spur gear in it. Really bouncy. I also put some little things in there. I forget what you call them. Big antenna, so there's not much to say about this. I already did a video on this. Well, I did a video on a lot of things, actually. It's fairly new. I did run it a couple times, so this thing is beautiful. This is so great. I also made a review about that, so if you want to go see it, I'll put it in the playlist of reviews, boxing, and more. Yeah, that stuff. So, yeah, this thing is super good. I would recommend you get one. Just put ball bearings in it. Super freaking light. That's pretty much it to say for this thing. It's very quiet. It's not grindy at all. It's it is a bit too fun. It has this little chassis. I like that chassis. It's a simple layout. I wouldn't say cheap, but very simple. There's nothing wrong with cheap layouts. Here is my Traxxas Slash 4x4. Oh, whoops, sorry, it goes that way. I plastic dipped the wheels as usual. Then, sorry, I thought my camera wasn't recording. I got scared. Anyway, there's not much to say about this other than there's just RPMA arms there. It's a really good RC car. It's lasted us a while. It's lasted us almost a year already. We got it in summer, near when I started my YouTube channel. Since then I have 13 subscribers. I think that's really awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much to say for the 10th scales. Got a Stampede box up there. Got some radios up there. All my 10th scale radios up there. It's a bit grindy. It's held up for a while. Yeah, I had to change the stock gearing because the ESC was heating up too much. Time to get the 18th scales. I have 3 18th scales. 2 of them are very old. One of them is newer. I say newer, I mean pretty freaking new. Here is my Mini T, my RC 18T, and my original Mini T. If you have not heard of these things, what world are you living in? I mean, I can understand if you haven't heard of the RC 18T. Let's start with the Mini T. This thing was the first 18th scale. It's a low C Mini T. It has the old logos on it and everything. This thing has a motor, an ESC. It's running a Castle brushless system in there. I don't know if you can see that. This thing was the world's first 18th scale. Ooh, that's a bit grindy. May have to change that soon. It's the world's first 18th scale, and this was, ironically, my first RC car. Compression shocks, don't worry, not a well filled. They're just. This thing was $100 when it came out, and it was quite the racket, if I do say so myself. Mine has been in the attic for a while, so obviously it doesn't work. I don't have a receiver for it, but one day I want to, and one day I want to get this thing running again so I can have fun, and hopefully I can do some running for my children if I ever have any. Alright, time for the RC 18T. This thing is heavily upgraded. This does not look like that out of the box. Metal chassis, metal drive shafts, RPM bumper. Legit, there is metal all over this thing. Get off. Look at these shocks. That is super good. We even have metal, shoot, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting these names. Anyway, we have an Airtronics micro receiver. I mean, there's so much metal on this thing. Anyway, here's the body. It's pretty old and dented and all that stuff. Sorry. Here is my Mini T 2.0. This is brand new. Well, not really brand new. I put some stickers on it. I've had this since November. I've had this since November. Yeah, I got it my birthday. Actually, a couple days after my birthday. We went to the hobby shop, picked up one of these things. This thing's super fun. I was going to make a video about it running. Then the GoPro decided I'm not going to work anymore. Yeah. So hopefully I can get that good. Hopefully I can get it to work again. Anyway, dish wheels. It looks like the Mini T. Hang on. Ooh, that is bad. Here's the Mini T compared side by side to the Mini T 2.0. Really quiet too. Time to get the micros. Actually, I'm going to get the boats out first. Alright. I got my boat. This is the ProBoat Jet Jam. I got this thing on my birthday as well. Can you believe it? I also got the Red Cat on my birthday, which is kind of weird if you think about it. Oh, sorry. I got this one on Christmas. I'm so sorry. Anyway, Traxxas #1 sticker on it. It runs a brush motor, a dynamite motor. It's jet drive, so you can't get your fingers caught up in a prop. It's a lot less to lubricate. You just gotta lubricate a little drive shaft down in there. Oh, you're not gonna come open? There we go. I got this thing open. It smells pretty nice. It comes with a 2S dynamite reaction battery. Yeah, that's it. I said that right. The Marine ESC slash receiver. Not really happy about that, but it's fine. Waterproof switch, all waterproof electronics, Marine motor, a little drive shaft down there with some bushings on it. I believe that's bushings. A bigger steering servo. I'm actually surprised about that. That steering servo goes out there to turn that. I'm not really familiar with how jet drives work, but one day I'll figure it out. Alright, got the thing in there. Time for me to get the micros. Alright. I have quite a number of micros. I don't know where some of them went. Oh, here they are. I'm so sorry. I got 2 low Cs and 3 team associated micros. Now, if you're like me, you hate the associated micros. Well, I don't hate them, but they're certainly not my favorite micros because, number one, they don't have front suspension. They came out with a crawler, and it doesn't have front suspension. Why would you buy that? And it goes fast, too. I was reading a comment there. It said, that's not a crawler, it goes too fast. And I agree with that 100%. But not only that, it's because they don't have front suspension. Isn't the weirdest thing? Wow, this is getting to be a long video. I'm so sorry. If you're still watching this, yeah. Anyway, so I have 3 team associated RC28s. Here is the RC28T. It's lasted me 2 years, so that's really good. It's still working, by the way. I did a paint job on this one. I'm sorry. It's really, really amateur. RC28, the normal one. Here's the RC28 Jam and J Halsey edition. I did a review on that. Here is the Losi Micro. Here's one of the Losi Micros. It is the stadium truck version. It's the blue one. They do not make these things anymore. It does not have a battery strap. We got it working at one time, but we lost the remote. Here is another Losi Micro. It is the Truggy version. And the Truggy version, I think, is a bit slow. I believe it has a battery in here. I'm not really sure. Come on. Oh, that is a really bad battery. A battery with no wires. Quality control, right? Alright, let's strap that bad boy back in there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my RC car collection. I have one RC car that I did not show you, and it was a Helion. It was a Helion boat, luckily not a car. That thing's lasted me for a good long while. I'm sorry this video took 13 minutes now. 13 minutes to make. It may be shorter when I edit it. I don't really know, but I really hope you guys did not sit through that. That's 13 minutes of your life wasted away. Don't do that again. All right, have a good day, and I have nothing else to say.